Good morning and welcome to central London, specifically Fenstead Street Railway Station, and that's because we will be doing something that I've actually never done before, and that is take a trip with C2C down the London, Tilbury and Southend line down to Leigh-on-Sea near Southend. So it's sure to be a nice day out to the coast, so come along with me and we'll jump on board. Fenstead Street Railway Station was opened in 1841, with the current station frontage constructed slightly later in 1854 by the London and Blackwall Railway. Today, Fenstead Street is of course operated by C2C and sees over 10 million people annually travelling to destinations across East London and Essex, such as Barking, Upminster, Tilbury Town, Basildon and of course Southend, where we're heading today. So with our train ready to depart in about 20 minutes, let's head upstairs to our platform. I always think Fenstead Street is a bit of a weird London terminus because it actually has no direct link to any of the underground services. I think the nearest sort of TfL train is behind me there at Tower Gateway, which is of course the DLR, and that runs parallel up to Limehouse, so we'll have to watch out for any DLR trains as we go up there. So the train leaves in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to hop on and find a seat. It's a very quiet service as it is a Sunday morning, so it's sure to be a good ride down to the coast. Of course, we'd be travelling on one of C2C's older Class 357s for our journey into Essex, with the 12 newer Aventura trains being usually operated in peak hours. And being an extremely quiet service, we took our seats at a bay of 4 as we started our journey out of the capital, running alongside the Docklands Light Railway. Unfortunately, as we were travelling on a Sunday, there seemed to be some engineering work on this stretch of the line into Tower Gateway, meaning that there were no trains operating parallel. However, this did mean that we got a surprise in the form of a little diesel shunter with an engineering train, which was quite unexpected on the approach to Limehouse. So now that we're thoroughly underway on our journey through the capital, let's have a look at the rest of today's route. After departure from Limehouse, we make subsequent stops at West Ham, Barking and Upminster, running directly alongside the District line as it makes its way out to Zone 6. Shortly after departure, we pass under the M25 and make our way deeper into the Essex countryside. After stops at Leindon, Pitsea and Benfleet, we soon meet the coast of the Thames estuary before reaching the destination for the first part of our ride at Leigh-on-Sea 50 minutes after departure. Of course, later on we'll be returning via the exact same route after walking along the coast to Southend Central. But for now, let's continue our journey out of the capital. As you can see, we've made it to Leigh-on-Sea after a quick train journey down from Fenstead Street, and it surprised me that nearly half of the journey was next to the District line, and it's only actually 20 minutes from Greater London to get out to the coast here at Leigh. So we're going to have a nice wander around, find a nice fish restaurant for lunch, and I will catch you later. So after heading to the Peterboat pub on the high street for a massive portion of fish and chips, we made our way down into the centre of Leigh-on-Sea. Leigh-on-Sea, or more commonly known as Leigh, is located on the northern side of the Thames estuary, a few miles from the open waters of the North Sea to the east and from the Kent coast to the south. As you can see here, we were walking through what is known as Old Leigh, once on the primary shipping route to London and now full of cafes, galleries, pubs and museums, including an old fisherman's cottage seen here, which was well worth visiting. So, having had a walk around the old town, we pressed onwards along the coastal path, with the railway on one side and the Thames estuary on the other. So we are now out of Leigh-on-Sea and walking along the seafront next to the railway line behind me there, onwards to Chalkwell, Westcliff and Southend. So we're going to burn off some of those lunch calories in the process, which is good. And it's actually a surprisingly nice day, so I'm going to carry on walking and we'll see where we get to. And as you can see, we've completed the very windy 3-mile walk from Leigh-on-Sea to Southend-on-Sea. And behind me there is the Southend Pier Railway, which of course runs along Southend Pier, which is the world's longest pleasure pier. So we're going to have a ride out on there in about 10 minutes time, and then we're going to walk the 1.3 miles back along the pier and hopefully enjoy some nice views. So we hastily boarded one of the new battery trains in the front carriage before soon departing for the journey down the pier. The first electric railway down the pier was opened in 1890 and ran pretty much continuously, including throughout the duration of World War II until 1978, when it was closed due to its poor state and the cost of repairs. However, the railway was soon reopened in 1986, albeit with only a single track, and now sees huge popularity amongst the 400,000 annual visitors to the pier. And as you can see, I've made it to the end of Southend Pleasure Pier on the railway, which has actually got new trains within the last couple of years, so it was good to ride on them. And we've actually bought one-way tickets on the train and then one-way tickets on foot walking back. So in a minute we will start our 1.3 mile walk back to land, but at the moment we're just going to enjoy some nice, fairly sunny weather out on the pier. It is a bit windy, but it's still nice, and we've got really good views of the docks over at Tilbury and the ships that are passing by. So we're going to spend some time here and then start our walk back. And having completed our walk down the pier, we made sure to pop down into the old workshops located below the platforms to have a look at the free museum about the history of the Pier Railway, featuring an original 1949 tramcar as well as one of the old signal boxes that operated the line. So we are back at Southend Central Railway Station, and our train is in about 10 minutes, and that should take us straight back to Fenchurch Street by 5 o'clock. So we're just going to wait here on platform 3 for our C2C train to arrive.
The next station is
And as you can see, we've made it back to Fenchurch Street. So all that's left for me to say now is thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you next time.